Il y a quelques mois, un nouvel assistant a rejoint l'équipe de ce bloc opératoire. Un robot baptisé Epion.
On a installé le robot d'un côté. Ça, c'est la caméra qui permet de repérer exactement où se trouve le patient.
Le patient avait déjà été opéré pour retirer une tumeur. Mais il lui reste une métastase dans le foie.
C'est la dernière. Bien que très petite, le fait qu'elle soit profonde, mal située, fait préférer ce type de traitement. On va aller brûler la zone tout en laissant le reste du foie en place. Sinon, on aurait dû retirer toute une partie du foie.
Pour traiter, il faut acheminer cette grande aiguille au bon endroit. Et c'est le robot qui va guider la main du médecin.
Tout seul, il va aller se positionner à l'endroit qu'il faut pour que notre aiguille ait la trajectoire qu'on lui a prédéfinie.
Pour calculer cette trajectoire au millimètre près, le robot se cale sur les images du scanner et sur la respiration du patient grâce à ses billes réfléchissantes. La mise en place est minutieuse.
On y va? C'est bon pour vous?
Une fois l'aiguille bien placée, l'objectif est d'aller congeler la métastase ou la chauffer.
Là, ça va être du micro-ondes. Ça correspond à un micro-ondes que vous avez chez vous. On va faire 70 watts, 8 minutes. Donc en 8 minutes, globalement, la lésion est traitée. J'ai promis à mon petit patient qu'on allait le guérir. Donc on va le faire. Là, c'est en train de chauffer. C'est la lésion qui est en train de brûler petit à petit.
Le patient est rentré dans ce bloc il y a moins d'1 heure.
Il reste 3 secondes. Mission accomplie, c'est fini. Ça, c'est l'incision qui reste à la peau. Donc on vient lui traiter une métastase hépatique profonde avec une petite incision comme ça.
Le patient pourra sortir dans la journée. Le robot Epion, lui, sera bientôt utilisé pour soigner des cancers du poumon.
Well, hello everybody. My name is Anne-Helene Illich. I'm heading Goldman Sachs Private Wealth in Paris, and it's really my honor to welcome Bertin. Bertin, thank you very much for being here, and congratulations, that's really amazing. Maybe could you start by introducing yourself and tell us how you came with Quantum Surgical?
Yep, with pleasure. So my name is Bertin Nahum. I am 54. And I've been in the field. I'm an engineer by training, which means that I was not basically meant to work in the healthcare industry. I discovered that kind of domain by chance. But anyway, I am an engineer by training. I've been in this field of medical robotics, surgical robotics for over 20 years now. I think I am what we call a serial entrepreneur because I have in the past already created different robots that have been that are currently being used on patients on different fields, on knee surgery, orthopedic surgery, brain surgery for minimally invasive brain surgery. My last company I created was called MedTech Surgical. And this company, I took this company public in 2013 in Paris Euronext. And in 2016, the company was acquired by Zimmer Biomet, which is the world leader in orthopedic surgery. And right after this exit, I decided to start a new venture, Quantum Surgical, and to try to use the benefit of robotics to the world of oncology. In order to be able to help patients being treated a better way.
Thank you, that's really amazing. And I would be very interested to share with the public, what do you think are the key overarching trends that shaping the healthcare industry, especially with your eyes as a French entrepreneur now in the US, and like the trends with globalization and deglobalization. What do you think has changed in the past years?
So I think basically, robotics, AI, all those technologies, digital technologies, they are going to play a major role in the coming years because they are the good reply to the challenges of modern medicine, modern surgery. What are those challenges? First of all, they come from the fact that, in most Western countries, industrial countries, people are living longer, which is a good thing. But then it means that because they live longer, they are going to go through hospital. They're going to, have different, conditions. They're going to have to be treated. So more and more patients to be treated on those countries. And in front of this situation, we have less and less physicians, less and less medical, staff, basically, nurses, whatever. We can see in most countries we have a shortage of, staff to treat patients. And if I come back to those patients, not only there are more and more in terms of number, but also their expectations are higher and higher. In other words, we do not accept the uncertainty from surgery, from a medical act, which means that once upon a time, when we were going to undergo a surgery, for example, we knew that maybe it could not go very well, and if that was the case, then too bad. Now, it's no longer the case. People will sue the physicians or the hospitals, so basically the expectation is no longer the same. So that's the reason why those technologies have a major role to play, because they are here to help physicians treating patients on a more reliable way, to basically making sure that most patients have the same level of treatment, the same level of quality in the treatment that they are receiving, and that's the reason why we see more and more of those technologies being used in everyday practice.
But does that mean that the integration of robotics, AI, and medical training are going to be more and more important in the delivery of healthcare? And do you see doctors becoming basically AI scientists or robotists?
That's actually already the case. AI, robotics, there are already some treatment where that kind of assistance is already, the majority of cases. Like for example, if you look in surgery, prostate surgery, today most of prostate surgery are performed through robotics. In oncology, AI is already playing a major role, and you've got some algorithm, some AI algorithm that are capable of, making a diagnosis of a patient in a more efficient way, much more efficient than a physician will do it. Because basically what AI is capable of doing is gathering information from the past and making decisions, sometimes in a better way than, even a very trained physician would do.
And can you share, maybe, I guess a lot of your Intel is very proprietary, but can you share some insight about the mission and innovative technology that Quantum Surgical is employing? Yep. Can you share with this audience, please?
So basically, our role is very important to understand, first of all, that my company, my team, we are only engineers. We are not physicians, and our job is not to replace the physician. Robots are not there to replace physicians. What we are aiming at doing is to help more patients benefiting from the highest treatment available. The treatment that we have seen on this little film is actually a minimally invasive treatment, which is an alternative to surgery. In a few words, patients that are diagnosed with, a tumor like in the abdomen, let's say in the liver, the conventional treatment is surgery. This is going to consist in opening and removing one part of the liver, and because the liver can regenerate, that is being made possible. everybody can understand that that's a very heavy, very traumatic treatment. You know, the patient, and in many cases, it's not even possible to do it because depending on where the tumor is located, sometimes you cannot just remove one part of the liver. The alternative to this treatment is this minimally invasive treatment that you've seen on the video, which is called percutaneous ablation. It consists in introducing through the skin a little needle, that we are going to target to reach a lesion that can be a few millimeter diameters, and we are going to deliver some kind of energy to burn locally this tumor. So that's a very good alternative that can be even performed often on an outpatient basis, and the benefit for the patient is just great. We are today capable of, identifying, like tumors at a very early stage with imaging, and thanks to this treatment, not only we can, make the diagnosis, but we can also treat the patient, treat the tumor as it is very small. However, because it is so difficult to place manually such a needle through the skin to reach on the moving, target, the tumor, only a very limited number of patients actually do benefit from this treatment. We estimate that less than 20% of eligible patients benefit from this minimally invasive treatment, which is somehow unfair. So this is where we come into account. Through technology, through robotics, we help more physicians, therefore more patients, benefiting from those high-level treatment.
Wow. So your mission is to transform cancer from a fatal disease to a chronic disease.
Yes,
can you share how quantum surgical is going to impact the patient outcomes in the coming years?
Yeah, the thing is, that's something that, first of all, unfortunately, we know that the figures of cancer are very high. A lot of estimation say that 1 person out of 5 will have a cancer in the future. In Europe and in the US, in the world, sorry, this is 20 million people dying from cancer every year. In Europe and in the US, it is 7.6 million new cases of cancer in the abdomen on lung cancer. So it's a huge disease to be treated. As you said before, our aim is to make cancer a chronic disease, because we are capable of identifying a tumor at a very early stage. If we are also capable of treating, meaning burning this tumor at a very early stage, then it means that we are in a situation where we are considering the cancer just like a chronic disease. So that's the objective, and quite humbly, this is what we expect to try to do through this technology.
Thank you very much. And maybe a last question. Do you think quantum surgical is an exception, or is part of a big trend in the industry to incorporate robotics and more IP?
I think that's a big trend. As I said, I've been in this field for more than 20 years now, and in the early 2000s, when we are talking about robotics, many physicians were, that's for science fiction and everything. Today, there are quite a few treatments that are performed almost only with robotics. Just to give you, an example, the last technology, ROSA, that I created in my previous company before it was acquired by Zimmer Biomet. In a few years, Zimmer Biomet has sold and placed over 1,000 robots in the world. So it's becoming a reality now. It's becoming a reality, and you have many situations where robotics is part of the everyday, treatment of patients.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.